I think we will move over to our next speaker, David. David, great to have you again with us.
Hey Wada, how are you doing?
Very good, very good. How are you?
Great, good. I arrived back in Munich, already on the run to another meeting in Hanover this week. So all good.
Good. Well, I'm a little bit tired actually from last week. Man, I'm really exhausted. It was such an impactful week, but it was really nice. What do you remember the most?
I think what I remember the most is that the people from IMA who met us really put deep thought into what we were doing. Like they really knew a lot about what we were doing as a startup, and they had such good questions. And that was impressive to me because sometimes it's just like the theory, they don't really know what's going on and what the teams are doing, but they really had put some time into it, and that was impressive for me.
Cool. Yeah. Well, last week, of course, for the people that don't know, we had the demo day week in Dubai. We started 9 months ago with a global challenge to find the best solutions within sustainability, and on the other side, a second challenge on new construction methodologies. And well, we had 209 applications from all over the world, 42 different countries. 14 companies were selected, 5 in construction, which one of them was you, of course, David, with VePa Virtual Parking. You're going to tell us a little bit today, I guess, about what you guys are doing or not?
Exactly, yeah. Just real quick, short presentation how we solved the parking problem for project developers and real estate companies. And then if there are any questions or follow-up meetings, I'm happy to have them.
Cool. Well, do you have a presentation?
Yes. Yeah, show some slides, I think.
Cool.
1 second. I think you should be able to see it now. I'll make it full screen. And it works?
Yes, it works very well.
Cool. I get started?
Yes, you can.
Perfect. So hi, I'm David, one of the co-founders of VePa Vertical Parking. And we help real estate companies to build more apartments with vertical parking. And we enable them to solve the parking space problem in a sustainable way. And this happens with our space efficient, sustainable and flexible parking tower. And we identified 3 major challenges for projects in the real estate business. And the biggest is the proof of parking space as a limiting factor. As you know, it's the same in Germany, and this is why we get a lot of requests from our customers, and we hope that it can be Europe or worldwide, that you have to prove a parking space for each newly built apartment. And some of our customers really tell us the parking space is the limiting factor in all newly developed projects because they have such a pain, but you have to build them. And what people usually do is they build underground garages. I think it's a smart way because you don't waste space on the surface. However, there are some problems with it. The most important problem for us is you have so much material built into the earth, all the concrete and the steel, and it's very bad for the environment and you cannot build it back. And obviously, like if you think about the Netherlands, you have high seawater levels, it's very expensive to go 1 or even 2 levels down in the earth. And I think we're a good alternative for that. And the third point is the sustainability, which is becoming more and more important, and I think also in the construction world. And the parking spot in one of our VePa towers is 98% less CO2 than a parking spot in an underground garage. And I think that's a lot. But yeah, let's have a look at our product a little bit deeper. It's a Rotary parking system. It creates 12 parking spots, or you can say 6 to 16 parking spots. We're flexible on that demand, on a footprint of 35 square meters, which is like 2 parking spots on the ground. We can build and dismantle it in just 5 days because it's pre-manufactured and very modular. It's made in Germany and has all the certificates for the European market. And we already put a lot of work into like noise certificates and the short usage time to bring the cars out of the machine again. And for us, what's even more interesting than the machine itself is what can happen inside of the tower. So we have charging infrastructure. We have a patent pending for that we can charge 12 cars at the same time. We created a small digital booking app, and the facade, you can have vertical greening. You can make it very similar to the apartment you built next to it, or you can have like a photovoltaic facade where you, at least in the south side, create your own energy and have a self-sustainable a self-sufficient product in the end. And also, you don't only have to have your private cars or your tenants' private cars in the tower, but you can have all kinds of mobility from scooters, cargo bikes, and cars, obviously. So I think that's a good alternative if you want to create a higher supply for people giving up their own car. We worked on a feasibility study with a German real estate company, and they wanted to build 24 new apartments in a redensification project. And what they normally do is, okay, let's build an underground garage. They would have built 51 parking spots because they built apartment on the neighboring ground as well. But in the end, building an underground garage in this very dense area didn't make any sense, and the project was cut, even though there was a high demand for apartments. Then they made us in last summer, and you can see in the front it's very small, but on the left hand of the slide there are 3 VePa towers now instead of the underground garage, and all of a sudden the project could be done. And this brings us to the main 3 advantages of our towers. So we can have the space efficiency with 12 parking spots and a space of 2 conventional ones. The sustainability I told you about with the 98% less CO2 compared to underground parking, and the flexibility and the modular build of our towers. And obviously the bottom line, the project can be done. And I think that's most important for our customers, that people can build more apartments which are badly needed or that are badly needed. Simon and I are the 2 founders of VePa Vertical Parking. We come more from the business and IT side, but we had help from Simon, who has a PhD in mechanical engineering. We also have a very experienced CTO right now, but even more important than the founding team is our partners. So I told you the product is made in Germany. This is not close to the Dutch border, actually, in Dortmund. They are manufacturing, deployment, and service felt, and we did a joint product development. We have one of the leading modular building construction companies in Germany, which is called Adeldinger. They help us with operations, but also like building the machine inside of VePa so that we can really deploy enough towers. And we are part of the biggest founders network in Europe, the Unternehmertum, and also in European institution. And I think that we can bring the old economy of manufacturing, the strong economy of construction, and the innovation all together. And that's I think is really good. And our vision is, I told you that right now we create space efficient, sustainable, and flexible parking. But in the future, we will build those urban mobility hubs. This can also be in residential areas where you have car sharing, charging infrastructure, logistics, and micromobility. And I think this also helps you to reduce the number of parking spaces you have to provide by law, because if you build mobility hubs, then at least in Germany, the quota goes down. And I think this is really a good approach, so you can build more apartments. We are a little bit older than 1 year. We are finished our product development in the end of last year, did a small seed investment round with someone from the industry. We had our first customers. Now you can see it here. The plan was to build the first tower in May. With all the crisis going on right now, we could not do this, but we're very happy to announce that we will build the first tower in September. So Wouter, when you come to Expo Real and we do our meetings there, then we will have 1 tower very close to Munich and build 2 more in the rest of the year. And yeah, this is how the facades can look like. So it's very flexible. It can be very functional. But yeah, that's it so far. But if there are any questions from the audience, I'm happy to answer any.
Yeah, cool. So is that one also be implemented in Munich?
Yes, 1 in the heart of Munich and 1 a little bit closer to the airport. Those will be the first 2 VePa locations.
Oh, nice. Well, we sure need to make an appointment when we are in Munich during Expo to do some interview live down there at the site.
Absolutely, yes. This is our goal, to have it all ready and nice for you guys and other guys.
Hey, also for the Netherlands, I think it's very interesting what you mentioned, because we are below sea level, of course. So it's very expensive to build parking spaces underneath your building. I would like to introduce you to as much as people as we know in the Netherlands, to developers. So maybe we should also plan a meeting together with you and maybe Simon to see which companies are really interested in you guys and what we can do for you.
Absolutely. I think Simon will reach out to you because we will come to Amsterdam for the fair in June. I always forget the name. Provone, what's the name?
Provada, it's called.
Yeah, and then we do some preparation before and just like talk with the right people before, and then we meet.
Yeah, that's in 4 weeks time. So we need to be a little bit quick on that, but that will work out. So yeah, that's great.
Perfect. Then yeah, I saw that someone also sent me a direct message, so I'll get in touch with you. And Walter, I have to get going actually, but have a great day and thanks for organizing this.
Have a great day there. See you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.